with Dr. MikeSJ. I'm so grateful today because I have, of course, with me the famous blogger, the host of Golden
in Southern Nevada, particularly
once again, this is Breaking News Live with Dr. MikeSJ.
Ang bayan kong Pilipinas, lupain ng ginto't bulaklak, pag-ibig na sa kanyang palad, nag-alay ng ganda't dilag, at sa kanyang yumi at ganda, dayuhan ay nahalina. Bayan ko, binihag ka, nasadlak sa dusa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome your MC for tonight. Your host, Dr. Michael Santawana and Katrina Ojeda.
Good evening, and welcome to the 127th Philippine Independence Day celebration. Today, we gather as one community to honor the courage, sacrifice, and enduring spirit of our heroes.
This event signifies the beginning of the Filipino struggle for self-governance and marks a pivotal moment in the nation's history. Filipinos worldwide come together on this day to reaffirm their connection to the Philippines and their shared identity.
Mahal naming Ama, nasa sa langit ka, sa ngalan mo nawa, lahat ay sumamba. Mapasa amin ang iyong kaharian, sa lupa'y masunod iyong kalooban. Tanging kaharian, kapangyarihan at kalwalhatian, magpakailan pa man hanggang walang hanggan. Siya nawa, siya nawa.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, and the home of the brave?
the very energetic, word-composing, and very active president of the Napa, Nevada, and other than Jacqueline Peralta de Moya for the opening remarks.
Our theme for today, Many Voices, One Vision, perfectly captures the essence of who we are as a community. We are a tapestry of diverse backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives, yet we are united by a common thread, our commitment to our families and our passion for our community. This initiative underscores our commitment to honoring our heroes and advocating for our community's recognitions and rights. Let us continue to stand together as one community with many voices but one vision, a vision of a brighter future, a future that is built on the principles of love, respect, and service to others. Have a great evening, everyone. Maraming salamat po. At mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
None other than Councilwoman Victoria Seaman, who will now present the official proclamation in celebration of Philippines Independence Day.
As June 12th marks the 127th anniversary of the independence. Yes, give that an applause. 127th anniversary. Now, therefore, we, the mayor and members of the city council, proudly proclaim June 14, 2025 as Filipino Independence Day, celebrated by the National Federation of Filipino American Association of Nevada.
Up next, we proudly present the Rigodon de Honor, a graceful and traditional dance performed by the distinguished members, proudly serving the Filipino community with choreography by Ian Balido. Let's give them a round of applause. Dr. Michael Santawana, Simpson Landeras, and Freddie Ponce, Julie Peters and Solian Lazos, Jean Salamin, and Joel Enriquez. Of course, Oncon, Amy Belmonte and Leo Belmonte, Jerry and Cisa and Ian Balido, and Cynthia Derequito and Resty Lopez. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
with daring stunt and breathtaking moves. Ladies and gentlemen, sayaw sa Bangko by the Philippine Heritage Dancers. Nevada officers. Jackie, are you ready? All the Nevada officers, please come forward.
Evening, everyone. My name is Schroeder. I'm chief of staff for the mayor of City of Las Vegas, Shelley Berkeley, and it's an honor for me to be here with you tonight and to help congratulate the board of directors, the executive committee, the advisors. I want to congratulate you. Thank you for all the hard work that you do in our community, making sure that everybody is aware of what your traditions are, what your cultures are. We got the nurses, we got the teachers. There's so much that you do as your regular job. You guys all have jobs, and yet you put together about 50 different events in 2 months. I don't know how you do it all. But from there, at Las Vegas, from Shelley Berkeley, these are our really great friends. So the mayor has a certificate for all the board of directors, and they probably have multiple ones because they all serve on different boards for the recognition of the 2025 NAPA officers and board of directors and a celebration of the 127th Philippine Independence Day Appreciation Gala Night, Many Voices, One Mission. Thank you for your leadership and for commemorating those who sacrificed and fought for the Philippine nation's freedom from colonial rule.
Congratulations and celebration when I tell everyone that you're in love with me.
The awarding of the NAPA Scholarship and the Dr. Daniel Papito Memorial Scholarship, honoring academic excellence, leadership, and the bright future of our next generation of Filipino-American leaders. Let's take a moment to lovingly remember the late Dr. Daniel Papito, whose legacy of service, wisdom, and dedication to our community continues to inspire us all.
We are proud to recognize 4 outstanding students from our Filipino community who shine through their academic achievements.
Sir Bill Paglinala, the chair of the scholarship committee, who possessed the check worth $1,000 each.
Tristan Beaton. Next up is Brianna Joyce Equivilla. Chris Kikuto Gumanin. Caller is Sebastian Lagal. Hard work, perseverance, and excellence make the community proud and inspire future generations. Let's give them a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dr. Daniel Papito Memorial Scholarship goes to Jalen Hughes. Representing the award is none other than Robert Constantino with Italu Sabine Becablao.
Okay, Jalen, would you like to say a few words?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jalen Hughes, and I'm truly honored to be here tonight, both to accept the NAPA Nevada Scholarship and the Dr. Daniel Papito Memorial Scholarship, and to speak on behalf of my fellow scholarship recipients. First, I want to thank NAPA Nevada and the Papito family for your generosity to help us support students like us to pursue our dreams. This fall, I will be attending UNLV to study biochemistry, with hopes of becoming an anesthesiologist. For me, this is very special because I will also be the first grandchild in my family to follow in the footsteps of my great-grandfather, who was also a doctor. We hope to make you proud. Maraming salamat po, and God bless. Thank you.
Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Honorary Consul Amy Belmonte as she shares her message with us today.
And also to our keynote speaker.
Yes, our keynote speaker.
Ms. Gamble is a career diplomat, having served in the Department of Foreign Affairs for nearly 25 years. She was previously assigned at the Philippine Embassy in Poland, of all places, and in Vietnam, and the Philippine Consulate General in Hong Kong, the Special Administrative Region of Nevada. And help me welcome Ms. Maria Alni Gamble, our keynote speaker for the evening.
That the Filipino community in Las Vegas, in Southern Nevada, is an important asset for the city and for the state. So you should always be proud to wear your Filipino-ness. Alright? So, and I know that you have many more achievements that you can create for yourselves, for the community here in Las Vegas. So we in the consulate hope that you will continue working together towards your goals. So we must cherish the freedom that we have and remember our additional responsibility of ensuring that our children and future generations of Filipinos can continue to enjoy this freedom. In this regard, the Consulate General urges all of you here, the leaders and members of the Filipino-American communities in Las Vegas and in Southern Nevada to continue working together for the greater welfare and better quality of life for all Filipinos in this part of the world and back home. Salamat po, mabuhay kayong lahat, mabuhay ang Pilipinas, mabuhay ang sambayanang Pilipino.
BCG, thank you very much.
All right, everybody, let us hit the dance floor.
Welcome everyone to tonight's Fireside Chat. Are you ready? Good evening everyone, my name is Johan and I am the immediate past president of the Filipino American Media Association of Nevada. Our founding president is Dr. Mike right over there. Currently an advisor for Paramount, that group, And I'm excited to bring you in to a truly special evening, everyone, for some insight and inspiration from our leaders right here. Give them a big round of applause, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Mariella Butcher, our national chairperson, immediate past national president. Mariella, how about a shout out to our grandson right now?
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Mariella Butcher, National Chair of the National Federation of Filipino American Associations. And I live in Seattle, Washington, and I'm just so honored and happy to be here with all of you tonight.
National Secretary Giselle Rushford.
I'm Giselle Rushford, and I'm the National Secretary. It is, did you know Las Vegas is my second home, right?
Let's get to the two heartthrobs of Nevada. Art De Hoya, right over there, is our national trustee.
All right, let me have a glass of wine first. Las Vegas, where are you at? You know what? I am a Las Vegas. I've been here since 1985. So, that's me, Arthur Joy. Actually, I'm more of the shadow because actually the person that we all need to acknowledge here this evening is my wife, Jackie DeHoy. Which is actually the firm president of National Nevada.
Let's welcome on stage also National Trustee Gio Duarte. Gio.
Well, good evening everyone. Maya Parade, Kayayuman, for those from Paman in the house. I'm Gio Duarte and I'm honored to be here tonight. Big part of NAFA family means a lot. A lot of us get involved in the state level, regional level, and at national level. So I tend to be more on the national side, but hey, Las Vegas is my home. So I'm always here supporting everyone. I live down in Las Vegas, originally from Connecticut, California, then I found my home here in Las Vegas.
Madam Chair, take us to the driver's seat and give our audience here a snapshot, a glimpse of how it is to lead an amazing organization like this. You there being the national chair and the immediate past national president. How is it leading such an incredible organization?
This thing has something to do with what we do here in NAFA. Ang hindi marunong humingin sa kanyang pinagalihan ay hindi makakarating sa kanyang kalooban. Why do I say this? Because of the legacy of the founder of NAFA, Alex Esclamado. Madam Rosita, you were there, right? And it is all about his legacy. That's why NAFA is here, alive and kicking. NAFA has evolved to advancing a more collective vision around the 4 pillars of NAFA that we are working on right now. That is civic engagement, leadership development, advocacy, and cultural preservation. What I did was focus on operational leadership, implementing and expanding our reach all across the Filipino American communities. And today, transitioning into my current position as National Chair, I provide overarching guidance to ensure continuity of our vision and of course to support the new leadership that is driving our mission forward.
What is your particular role in the organization, and how do you do that in such a way that everyone in the organization, all the different regions and the chapters as well, are on the same page?
My role, as I see it, as a national secretary, is to ensure that we have a bridge at the national executive committee. That's what we call now. And that's the bridge that we're trying to make is a connection with the community. And the community is not just the Filipino Americans. It is a community of all of the BIPOC community. But we need to have a voice, and in order to be a bridge from the Filipino American community to the rest of the world and to the rest of the mainstream community is we have to articulate what our needs are. And that's communication from us to them and vice versa. We also need to listen. So that's part of my job as a national secretary, is to be informed of what's going on.
For those who are now inspired to engage in the work of NAPA, maybe becoming a member, maybe becoming a leader in the future, what can you tell them?
I would say embrace the mission of unity and empowerment, but never forget to serve with authenticity, with integrity, and of course, commitment to service.
What is your strategy in being able to make a communications network for the entire NAPA network from national all the way to the local chapter?
What we need to make sure is that we all listen to each other. And when we listen, we understand what's going on and what the needs are, and those things are actionable if we by our own network and leveraging our network of communities.
What do you think, and what is Nevada's most notable contribution on a national scope in terms in NAPA? A lot of you know already that a lot of rock stars from NAPA come from Nevada, but what is it, contributions that we've sent out to national?
The great thing about the Filipino community here, not only in Nevada, but specifically here in Las Vegas, we're able to come together. And not only are we able to come together, but we're also able to, I think one of the words was used, coalesce, work together, and not only work within our own Filipino community, but we work with other communities, the Latin groups, other Asian groups. So it starts here in the community. And because of that, that's what makes a difference within Las Vegas and Nevada as a whole.
Tell me, how do you kind of work it? Like, you want to be able to represent local, right? You want to be able to bring the local touch from Nevada to the national, but in the meantime, you have the fiduciary duty to be able to represent NAPA as a whole. How do you balance that?
We're lucky here in Las Vegas, in Nevada. We have a very dedicated and organized region here. Everybody knows Jackie, Sally. They're basically names within our NAPA family. So they make our jobs a lot easier being on a national trustee because they're out here on the ground doing all the hard work. 200,000 Filipino Americans in Las Vegas. That's a big group. Now you know why a lot of our politicians attend our events. Because they know Filipinos are hospitable, Filipinos are all about community, Filipinos care about each other, and we all come from walks of lives, We come together, and when everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, our role on the national level becomes a lot easier.
How do we do as an organization in collaborating with other AAPI organizations for us to be able to advance our message and our advocacy as a group?
Well, join in their campaigns, that's one, right? Know what is going on in these other national organizations, especially the AAPI organizations we just mentioned. These are like ANCAPA, APEX, there's also AAJC, and what is important is to know what they are doing and we be a part of it. That's partnership.
What benefits does one get by being a member of NAPA, either as an individual or as an organization?
Said this, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Each one of us has a voice. But the question comes down to simply is this: How do we have our voice heard when it's only a single voice? A single voice will become much louder when it becomes a voice of many. So with that being said, really that's what NAPA really is all about. It's taking your own individual voices, the concerns that each one of you have, and actually bring it together as one.
We have members from all over the country that came from small towns that don't have a lot of Filipinos in them. So, I mean, I'm on social media, so I'm always promoting Filipino events and NAFA. So we're able to bring some of these people because of this outreach. A lot of them are, very small towns and they don't have this big group like what we do have here. And a lot of them are business leaders, healthcare leaders. They're running their companies and doing some amazing things. They're in tech, they're in IT, you name it, right? They're movers and shakers. So
it's not just representation, but what is also important is being a part of the legislative process. Know what bills you have to put forward. Know what bills you have to support. Because this is how we get our voices heard. And vote. And support your leaders. And donate to them.
Maraming salamat, everyone. This conversation does not end here, definitely. Let us continue this conversation in our communities. Maraming salamat.
Queen Mastura, Her Majesty, to ruffle the prize, and she's gonna add $1,000.
And the winner is 2793147.
Congratulations! Carla, music please! I would like to thank everyone, our major sponsor, all the community leaders, all the people who attended here. Thank you very much for supporting Napa, Nevada. We hope to see you next year, and mabuhay! Mabuhay!
Fiesta sa isang bayan, kami nagpunta, pagkat isang taga roon, mahigpit ang anyaya. Ang handaan ay engrande, may awitan pa, at may mga nagsasayaw sa himig ng rondalya. Mayroong nagkukwentuhan na may tuksuhan, mayroon namang umiinom at naghahalakhakan, at may kain pa ng kain, tuloy ang inuman o sa ganyan.
Welcome to Breaking News Live with Dr. Mike Santaguana, where I bring you the latest updates and expert analysis on today's most pressing events.